I'm gonna do that one day. I know it.
We're just like, well, we were just talking to a dog.
That was the warm up. Had to get you.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow Ball. Yep, that's one of those exclusive moves as well.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, man, that's really heating up.
It is.
Shoot. Maybe I shouldn't have added so much wood.
It's burning.
Shit. Well, oh fuck. Yeah, it's almost in the danger zone.
It's getting close.
Sure. But, yeah, right now, my heater finally... Well, the heater didn't kick the bucket. The chimney stack kind of kicked the bucket. Anytime it rains, more pieces of the chimney stack fall inward, so it actually clogs the pipe up a bit, making it very difficult for exhaust to actually come out of it. So it was setting off the smoke alarm last night, so not enough exhaust was getting out. So to make sure we didn't kill ourselves, we turned it off. So we just started lighting the fireplace if we could.
You want to survive.
True, yeah. We do what we can. Blankets can only help so much. We still have to heat the house, that way the pipes don't freeze and stuff like that. Luckily, thanks to global warming, things aren't that cold right now for February. But any support from Patreon would help. It's so that I don't have to spend much money on the podcast, but I can focus on fixing up the house.
Warm the house.
So yeah, so far you guys have only seen part of the backyard and the office and the kitchen. Well, you haven't seen the kitchen yet. The countertop has a horrible boomerang style from like the 30s. I'm working on getting a slight fix for that. That way I can do the caffeine, the crushed, and the cocktail calibrations. But what's actually going to happen from there, I don't know. I'm just trying shelf liners or something. Until something else happens or something falls into our lap, anything's possible.
Yes, sir.
But like we always say, good balls, good calls, good luck. It's just, it works in real life too. So, you weren't very active with the events going on? You kind of forgot about them? Did you get out for any of them? It's not a big deal.
What wasn't that I forgot about them? It was just like...
Not enough of a draw.
Give me something that's like...
Something groundbreaking.
Like, we got some nice stuff coming up, like the tornadoes. I want one of them. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, during the winter, it is a bit rough to get out. Plus, depending on what you got going on, it can be difficult to actually get out of the house. Like, for me, I got out for a little bit of it, but it wasn't that much of a draw that I was able to just drop everything and go out and do stuff. I haven't started live streaming yet, so there's not that much of a push for it.
You've got a GoPro.
Yeah, well, that would help for recording myself and then putting it on. If I set up with Restream, not sponsored unless they want to pay for it, so. But currently I would just use like Omelette or Twitch or Streamlabs, something like that. That way I could broadcast my screen, and then record my face with the selfie camera, because somehow that works. And I'm going to push Verizon's data limits the best I can. Don't worry about that. I just got to make sure I got to catch up with a few videos. That way I can get it out to all the augmented ones. That way we're covered with there. We have a good buffer. And we can start doing some streaming stuff. So, time will tell. Keep sharing, keep listening, keep watching, and sub if you're new, and share with who you need. Thank you for the new subscribers. We see you. We appreciate you.
We see you.
What else was it?
But yeah, nothing that just levitated me out of my house. Except for a Gyarados.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the Lunar New Year event. Chino Special Research Day went off pretty well, I think. I got out of work. I showed up to the town. I did a couple researches, got one shiny out of it, and I was like, okay, I have a party to go to. I got to take care of that. work was already a headache in that, and then some. Long story with that stuff, work BS. But, yeah, so that happened. So I only got out there for like an hour, if that, before the missus caught on and tried to kill me. She didn't, we're good. Unless she was watching this, in which case, I love you, honey. There's ice cream in the freezer for you. I did probably about 15 or so different researches, and I got a shiny. Got a shiny through there, and then I had a batch of eggs that I just incubated and just left there for a while. And then they hatched Monday morning, because I went to the gym. I had to plan it. Fitness. And I hatched them. They all hatched in one giant batch. It was nice. So I just closed out the app, reopened it. That way I didn't have to go through each egg animation.
But that's the best part.
Sometimes, yes.
You want anticipation. You want to know.
Well, I had other things to do. I had to make sure I got those last couple kilometers
what is this
for Adventure Sync.
And then you're either like, no! Or you're either like, yeah.
Yeah, these days I'm like, you could have been shiny. You could have been shiny. Or, why don't you have a shiny yet? You could have been shiny.
Well, some of the few of us appreciate the little bit of shinies that we have.
I do as well.
Like how I got a shiny Magikarp outside my house. Didn't even have to walk anywhere.
Those are always the nice ones. It just happens upon you. Me and the missus were getting ready to go out to eat or something like that, and I open up the app, start clicking a few things, and I'm like, oh, shiny Krabby. But that's the joy in shiny sometimes. But other times when you're actually going out for hunting,
and you don't get one.
Yeah, RNG can be a blessing or a curse. It adds the surprise, but also adds the disappointment. Me and the missus have a thing that whenever she or myself is like, oh, surprise me. I'm like, well, disappointment is a surprise.
That is true.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy for you there.
Oh, that was my show.
Ah, so good. The dark humor on point for our dark world these days. What was I talking about? That was one of the little openers that they always had, like right after the intro scene. It was like just some dark but thoughtful thing to talk about. And I was like, yeah, that's true.
But relatable.
Cartoon Network back in the day. Just being nostalgic, but it was on point. That's my phrase for this month, I guess. On point.
On point.
On point. Go fig. So Minccino Raid Hour. Now, special research time frame. 3 hours, special research. You go out to complete your tasks. And eggs were also the first batch for Minccino being in 5-kilometer eggs. So after the 5 kilometers, or 3.3 if you have super incubators, don't know why you're wasting them, but yeah. Depends on how fast you actually want it and how much you want to actually sink into it. So you do you. But it started a chain of other events for February, which the first one after that was the Spotlight Hour for Onyx. It was
I did catch one.
You caught one? Just one? I should have caught more. I didn't do my research for the Rose Cup and realized that Onyx and Steelix, I needed a better IV Pokemon for it. So I should have gone out and caught more than that. But in essence, I believe it was just like 1 out of every 7 spawns. So it wasn't like Community Day levels. It was just, okay, a few more are spawning out in the wild. Which helps out for our location, our geography, because our location mostly has, like, my location has water spawns and a few other things as well. So...
Well, mine is usually just grass.
Yeah. The forest biome. Yeah, because you're right by the park. So, like, you're almost by the urban area. Urban being that normal types and steel types will spawn. But from that aspect, not really too much is going on. It was unexpected, so I just had to fit that in sometime. The next one was Raid Hour, which the usual Wednesday, 6 to 7.
I didn't get one.
Did you go out and raid? No? Okay. Well, that happens then. But no, we definitely have to carpool, and...
You got the car right there.
I do. You have a car as well, and...
But you got that car.
Well, see, that's the thing. Maybe I'll give you gas money, and then I'll stream it, and we can play and drive. You won't drive. You'll drive, you won't play. I'll play for both of us, and then also do a stream.
Exactly, on your phone.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
my
but
data
you would...
is maxed.
What?
Not my data, my storage. So I can't record nothing.
Oh, don't worry about that now. Yeah, recording-wise, that's all, like, live stream, so I would basically, if you ever need it, I could just hotspot you to an extent. But yeah, so...
Do I have a hotspot?
Okay. Sometimes it helps. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. But next Raid Hour, we might be out and about as a podcast doing the Raid Hour. So stay tuned. Obviously, if I actually speed things up and get this recorded and edited by then you'll see it. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what my Wednesday schedule is like. Anything's possible. But it's from 6 to 7, and even if we got out and did like a couple raids, something like that, we'll
yeah,
figure
but
it
you
out.
gotta know people. I don't know anybody.
You just gotta be in the chat group and say that you're out raiding.
Well, I'll let you do that.
That works too. I mean, even if we just picked up like 2 people, that would work too. Be like, okay, we're carpooling and streaming. Who wants to join us?
Yep, hop in Peter's car.
Well, I don't trust myself to stream, interact with chat, and coordinate where we're going.
Well, that'll require me to clean out my car.
Well, we'll figure that out when we get to it. If I'm paying for your gas, then that's the least you could do. We'll see. But anyway, the Raid Hour, unless they say otherwise, the Raid Hour will always be that current Tier 5 Pokemon. After that was the Mystery Bonus Hour, which, thanks to Australia and a few other time zones, we figured out that it was Triple Stardust. And what I had found out, to my dismay, a star piece didn't double it.
That would have been nice.
Well, it should have given me 450 for each catch, but it was still only giving me a flat 300 per each catch. Which, I'm not sure whether it was something to do with I was just catching like everything in my research queue, which I cleared it out, so I have to re-up that before Community Day. Pro tip, reset your 7-day streak to Saturday. That way when... Is it Saturday? Yeah. That way when your 7-day streak comes back up on Saturday for Community Day, it'll be 3 times your 7 days, 7 times, so you get like 14,000 Stardust for your first catch of the day if you do it after Community Day starts.
And get ready to catch Vulpix.
Actually, it was Rhyhorn. You heard that, right? Oh, sorry. Surprise!
Guess I won't be out there.
It'll still be Stardust, and it'll still be the standard Community Day thing. But yeah, they announced it Monday. That was the Monday thing, that Rhyhorn was the one that won. They didn't give the exact breakdown on who won what rate, but how many did you complete?
Not enough, apparently.
Yeah. I completed like...
I wanted y'all little rock Pokemon. Like,
at least 9 or something. Yeah. Because what people were doing was... What the communities tend to do is they share the researches. So the other chat groups... I'm not sure if I want to use the exact location. It may attract spoofers. So the other chat group had posted all the Rhyhorn ones because those are the ones that they especially wanted to go for. Because, like we were saying, it had the most benefits for other things.
Well, we want aesthetics. All my aesthetic people.
That's the thing as well, that it knocks it out during the colder months. So, Vulpix may come out for one of the spring or summer months where it'll be a lot easier and a lot more manageable and more aesthetic.
I would have went out
for it.
for Vulpix. Piplup was there. It was cold. Like, whatever.
Oh, it was a penguin Pokemon.
I would have went out there. Spring is coming early.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Groundhog.
Back to you.
But, yeah. It just the way that they go sometimes. And it could have gone either way. It could have been, like, hair needle thin. Or it could have been that Rhyhorn won by a landslide. Anything's possible. But they didn't share the exact details of it. Just that Rhyhorn will be the Pokemon for the February 22nd Community Day.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.